What is crack-a-lackin' motherfuckers? It's your boy back here with another video, and I'm gonna talk to y'all today about Chiari Malformation. So, what this condition is it affects the cerebellum. It's in the back of the skull, and I'm gonna go through all this. I have stuff written down right here, and I'm gonna go through all this with you. So, Chiari is a problem with the brain, which is the cerebellum. It is part of the brain located in the back of the skull. It controls movement, balance, judging, distance, and complex motor functions. Okay, so now we're going to go to the questions of what people would probably want to know about Chiari. So, first thing is, what's it like living with Chiari? What it's like living with Chiari is nothing like anything you would ever think that is like terrible or mind-boggling, or it's not stressful. It's not a stressful life to live with Chiari. It really isn't. But there is parts of life that is stressful, which I'm going to be getting into at the end of the video. What's the downsides? Well, the downsides are, it depends on what type of Chiari you have. I have type 1. And I have very great judge making. I can ride a bike. I can ride a skateboard. I can throw a football to people. You know, I have a really good judgmental thing going on. Shout out to Circle K. And I also smoke. So let's just go ahead and just add that on. I smoke. Just because. You know, I started when I was like 14 years old. And the downsides really is like school and work. Really. There isn't really that many downsides to it, but it's mainly school and work. School was hard for me, and so was work. School, people didn't really mess with me that much. I didn't get bullied that much. Like around like sixth grade, I got bullied, but I didn't really get that much bullying going on, so I can't really say that school was that bad. Middle school was like but the rest of it was okay. I graduated. I had help, which they helped me every day at that school. I went to Center Academy, and they were willing to help me with any type of problem I needed, even if it was just like the stupidest question. They had an answer. They had an answer for it. Okay. Do the headaches get worse? Is the surgery for you? The headaches can get worse. I'm not going to say that, oh, you're this type of person where headaches are going to affect you every single day of your life, and you're never going to be able to get a job. You're never going to be able to go to school. You're never going to be able to focus. I can't say that because I've had Chiari problems since I was a child, and when I was a child it was worse. As I got older, it got better. The more your body grows, the more room it makes, the more things you're going to have coming towards your way. If you're going to be, you know, short and you're never going to be able to grow and let your head like really expand, you're always going to have problems with Chiari. Like, you're always going to have headaches. And the main reason, like, your headaches will start going away as you get older is because you're growing. The whole reason that, like, people have headaches is because it's compressed back there. Don't mind the smoking. It's surgery for you. I would not ever recommend surgery to anybody that has Chiari. I would say live with the pain. And if you gotta take medication every single day for it, take medication every single day for it. You don't have to go get surgery just because you have headaches. Everybody has a headache once a day in their life. And they get, like, sometimes I get a migraine and Chiari headaches. So, you know, sometimes you get the best of both worlds. You know, you can't always live perfectly. It's never perfect. Chiari type 1 can cause death, but it is rare. Is that true? I don't really know, and I'm not going to say that it's true or not. Now, I do believe that it can cause death. So, let's move on to the next one. Have I ever been scared to go to sleep at night? Yes, I have been scared to go to sleep at night because of my problems that I have. And I think other people should be a little more careful about what they do before they go to sleep at night. Like, if you definitely have a headache, like, don't go to sleep. Like, make sure that headache's gone. Don't try to go to sleep with that headache. You know, because, like, there could be something going on there that you need to really pay attention to. Like, especially, like, if you move your eyes a lot like this. Don't ever do that, but I do that all the time. It's a habit. Don't ask me why. I just do it. Like, sometimes I'll just look at the light and just do it. What's the problems I face in school? I already kind of covered that, but we'll go ahead and we'll just keep going over that. The problems I faced in school was math. Math was a terrible subject for me. I did terrible in every bit of math. The only thing I did good in was geometry. I think I did good in geometry. Other than that, I did not enjoy math. I enjoyed geometry. It was something I could understand a little better than pre-algebra and algebra and stuff like that. If y'all heard that noise in the background, that's my cat. I got him in the cage because I don't want him out while I'm making a video. He jumps up on the computer and he starts clicking stuff and it messes the whole video up. What are relationships like with family? I have very great relationships with my family. Everyone loves me. They always love me to be around. I've never had a problem with anybody in my family. Every once in a while, like me and my sister, like we'll have like this breakout of like a little argument, and like we'll just argue it out. And then the next day we'll be like, "I'm sorry, I was being a dick. That's what happens. Please forgive me." And she'll be like, "Yeah, I was being a little bit mean too." And you know, like we'll just kind of just make up the next day. You know, like we're one of those people that like we need our space away from each other when we get mad. It's like we're not the type of people where like you follow us into the room and like try to talk to us. We'll just slam the door on you. Like we don't talk. We don't talk to you after we're pissed off. Because once we're pissed off, we start saying things we don't mean. What are other relationships like? Now, I did have a few girlfriends, and one broke up with me. I broke up with one, and the other one broke up with me. Those two really bit me in the ass. After I broke up with that one, those two broke up with me. And one had a child, and I was taking care of a child, so I was a daddy, and I was happy being a daddy. I was changing his diapers. I was doing all sorts of stuff with him. I was playing with him every day, and to be honest, I miss him. I miss him every day, but that doesn't really change anything in my life. Like, I was depressed for a long time after that relationship, but I seemed to get through it, and now I'm working on my own life and working on new things and like these YouTube videos and trying to get other hobbies, so I have something to do around here. What were working jobs like? Okay, I was a tire specialist, and I cleaned cars, and I was a metal fabricator. The first thing that came along was metal fabrication, and I was learning how to measure. I was learning how to put holes in the steel pans. I was making weep holes for the window frames, and I was learning how to cut glass stops. I was learning how to cut little beauty caps. I'll measure it out, and I would cut just a little piece so it would go over it and make it look nice and fresh and snug, and it would match the color with it. It wouldn't show like any type of like material. It would just show like the metal there, so it would cover it and make it look nice and appetizing for the person that's looking at the window. Like, oh yeah, wow, that's pretty interesting. I see now. It's a window. But after that, I quit that job because they were treating me pretty badly, and I told them I have conditions, that I have problems. They didn't really seem to care. When you're working jobs, sometimes people do not care what you have. They just want you to work, and they want you to do it right. So always remember, if you get a job and you have Chiari, and you tell someone that you have Chiari, or if you didn't state it before, and you tell them later, they might change like completely on you, and you might not want to be working there anymore. Tire specialist. I was doing tires for over 2.5 years, and I know a bunch of different types of treads, different types of brands. Like I can name Primewell, Michelin, Uniroyal, Salem, and there's another one, but there's I believe Nexon, or yeah, Nexon, and there's a couple other brands. I haven't like looked at it, any type of tire in like a year, so it's kind of hard for me to remember all that stuff. Like, that's another thing. Memory's bad here. I'm telling you, man. Chiari's got, like, it's running a whole train on this mother trucker right here. Like, I'm just, I forget a lot of things throughout the day. Like, if I'm not doing it right there in the moment, I'll forget about it. I argued with people. I said things to people. I've tried to save my job. I've gotten fired from jobs. I've quit jobs. Working at the car wash place, they were treating me very terribly. I got paid very low, and they'd nitpick me over little tiny things. They'd be like, look, you didn't clean the car right. Look, you left this in the car. It's a receipt. You left it in the glove box. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I checked that, but I guess I just didn't see it. And they're like, yeah, we know, but we got to write you up for that. And I'm like, so, you know, working jobs for me was a little bit of a struggle. But at the same time, I'm glad I got all that experience because, you know, like, I've learned a lot cleaning cars. I've learned a lot of different habits and different techniques from there. I learned a lot of different techniques of the trade of working at a tire shop. I learned a lot of different trades and techniques from working at the metal fabrication shop. Like, sometimes I'd be breaking down pallets. Sometimes I'd be like I'll be putting a pallet back together. Sometimes I'll be packaging something to send it off. I got forklift experience. I got to get on a forklift and use a forklift. I put extensions on it and pulled a piece of glass out that goes off a truck that goes into a hospital in the part where they do the it's not radiology, or it could be radiology. I don't know. I don't remember the actual term. But, you know, where they do the MRIs and stuff like that. They got the big piece of glass that they look through to watch you. It's this thick, and it's made out of special material, so the radiation waves don't go through it. Now, I don't remember if that's an MRI or a CAT scan. I'm kind of dumb when it comes to that stuff, but I get an MRI every 2 years. I go to Mayo Clinic. They are a very good hospital. I definitely recommend that to anybody. If y'all want a hospital you want to go to Mayo. Mayo will definitely help you out with anything. You can walk right up to the front desk. They'll give you the itinerary to where you need to go. It'll have the directions on it. All you got to do is just follow the directions and you will make it there. But sometimes you won't make it there on time because it is a large place and you will get lost and you will somehow like find a way lost in there, and you'll be like, wait a second, where am I going? Am I turning to the right? Am I turning to the left? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to the left. Here, let me just go to the left, and then you have the sign up on the top, and it'll say what section of the floor it is, and you'll be like, okay, yeah, that's it. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to just make a video on this because there's not a lot of videos out there that's explaining a lot of this to different people, and people might have questions about, Chiari, and they might want to know more about it, and they want to hear like another person's perspective on it. And I just wanted people to hear this because, not a lot of people have this type of condition, and I don't know if a lot of them speak out about it, and I don't know if like a lot of them like to show their faces. I don't know if like a lot of them have autism. I don't know if they have schizophrenia. I don't know if they have this. I don't know if they have that. I don't know if they have type 1 or type 2, what it does to you, really. Like, honestly, I'm just reading all of this off of stuff that I wrote off of, I just rewritten it. Like, I searched through Google and websites, and I found this on there, and I just filtered through all of it and found the best information that I possibly could to make the video as good a quality as best as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and hope y'all got enough information from me about Chiari Malformation, and I hope you guys are having a good day and you aren't having any problems. And if you got a headache and you don't have a job, go outside, smoke a joint, take an ibuprofen, and call it a day. Alright, I'm out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace.